Hello children, how are you? Hope you're washing your hands for not less than 20 seconds, helping your parents by not fighting and obeying them and studying as well. Yes, you can help your mothers also in the kitchen. Clear the table, clean your room, help her in doing all the daily chores. So I'm back with adjectives, degrees of comparison part 2. So let us revise what we did in part 1. Now in the previous video we learned that adjectives have 3 degrees of comparison. The positive degree. The positive degree is used to state the quality of a person or a thing without comparing it with other persons or things. Now you need to have at least 2 people to compare. Okay, not more than 2 people but only 2 people. So here we are not comparing it with anyone, so we don't have 2 people, we just have 1 person about whom we are speaking. So this is positive degree is basically taking a positive step towards gathering information about someone or something. That information may or may not be good. But yes, it is still a positive step in gathering or getting any information about someone or something. So here we just have 1 person, we talk about just 1 person, not more than 1 person. Because we are not comparing here. Whereas the comparative degree is used to compare. As the word comparative, as the name suggests, it is used to compare the qualities, quantities, numbers and positions of nouns mentioned in the sentence. Now, you need to have 2 nouns, not more than 2 and not less than 2. 2 nouns to compare. Superlative degree is used when 3, okay, not 1, not 2, but 3 or more persons or things are compared. It expresses that a quality is possessed to the greatest or the least degree, if it is number 1 or number end of the list, both extremes. Forming degree of comparison. For adjectives ending in a consonant and y, we need to cut the y and add IER for comparative and IEST for the superlative degree. Now, consonants are equivalent to vyanjans of Hindi. Okay, the sounds, vyanjans, ka, kha, ga, vyanjan in Hindi are equivalent to consonants of English. Now you should know that there are some sounds in Hindi that are not there in English. Okay, we combine 2 letters of English to take that sound out. For adjectives ending in a vowel and y, we just add ER to make the comparative degree and EST to make the superlative degree. Now what are vowels? Vowels are sounds equivalent to swar in Hindi. Swar, a, e to ang, a. All these are swar, matra. So these vowels are equivalent to swar of Hindi. Some adjectives of 2 syllables add ER and EST. Now adjectives of 2 syllables ER and EST to form the comparative and Superlative degrees. Adjectives ending with full, ing, that is ing, less, ed, use more and most to form the comparative and superlative degree. Adjective useful becomes more useful and most useful in superlative. Boring becomes more boring. I know days used to be very boring. They are more boring these days, and they're going to be most boring. But it's not like that. It depends on you children how to take your day. Some of us, we are taking this time to learn new things. I suggest don't waste your time. You have Google. So you can Google and you can read and you can make so many things at home. You can watch on Google also. Make many things at home. This is, people are taking this as an opportunity to do things that they used to think they want to do or they wanted to do and they did not have any time. So these days are not boring. These are very fruitful days if you use them properly. Careless becomes more careless and most careless. Now, we were talking about syllables, two-syllable words of two syllables. They take ER and EST to form comparative and superlative degrees. So let's see what a syllable is. A syllable is a single unit of speech, either a whole word or one of the parts into which a word is separated when it is spoken. So it is just for speaking children, not writing. Big. We cannot break big into more sounds. So it is one syllable. Clever, clever, two syllables. Beautiful, beautiful, again three syllables. Why are we talking about this? Because some adjectives of three or more syllables use more and most. For example, dangerous, if you form the comparative, it becomes more dangerous. Superlative is most dangerous. Exciting, comparative, more exciting. And superlative is most exciting. Forming degree of comparison. Again, some adjectives are exceptions to any rules. Yes, some do not abide by the rules. Whatever rules you lay for them, some children are also like that. They don't abide by the rules. So I'm going to put some home rules. And when you get back, I'm going to ask your parents how much marks they're going to give you. Okay, so we're going to have that competition also, and I'm going to put it up in the classroom. Now these adjectives which do not follow any rules, these are exceptions, are called irregular adjectives. So in these adjectives, all the three, the adjective, the comparative, that is the positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree, all the three words are different. Good, better, best. Bad, worse, worst. Little, less, least. Late, latter, last. Late, later, latest. What is the difference between later and latter? Latter is in position, the next one. The next one. And later is for time. The children, remember, you cannot use two comparatives or two superlatives together in one sentence. For example, you cannot say it is more better. More is also comparative and better is also comparative. You cannot say most best. or most better. No, these are wrong sentences. Your sentence is going to be wrong. Far, further, furthest. Far, farther, farthest. So what is further and farthest? Because the positive degree is the same. That is, the adjective is the same. Further is for supplementary and farther is for distance. Further means more. Further correspondence. Further studies. He is going abroad for further studies. More studies. And we can say Nepal is farther from Tamil Nadu than from Uttar Pradesh. So that is how you differentiate between further and farther. And look at the pronunciation also, it's different. Further, farther. Okay. Now you must remember one more thing. When there is an R after a vowel, you are not supposed to pronounce that R. You are just going to elongate the sound of the vowel in front of the R. For example, I said further. I did not say further. I said father. I did not say farther. Okay, you are not going to pronounce that R. Further, and see, I am not even speaking the R that is at the end of the word. Many, more, most. Much, more, most. So many is for counting, that is countable nouns, and much is for uncountable nouns. And comparative and superlative in both the cases of much and more, many is same. Old, older, oldest, old, elder, eldest. Now old is a word that can be used for people, for buildings, for time, for anything, living and non-living. Whereas elder is something that is used only for immediate family. Remember, only for immediate family. Usage. Ram is a good boy. Ram is better than Mahesh. But I am the best. All stars are bright. The sun is not the brightest star of the Milky Way. Milky Way is our galaxy, the name of our galaxy in which our solar system is there. So the name of our galaxy is Milky Way. The sun is not the brightest star of Milky Way. Okay. Which is the brightest star? The dog star or Sirius A is brighter than the sun. So it is more bright than the sun. Now one thing I want to say or tell you is, if you are getting confused as to which adjective is going to take an ER as comparative, you can just add more to the adjective and it will be all right, and most to the adjective to make the superlative degree. It is going to be all right. No one can say it's wrong. It is not wrong. So notice one more thing here. The subject verb agreement is there when we talk about Ram is a good boy and all stars are bright. But when you are telling or some information about someone that is a positive degree, then you need to use the article a. When you use a comparative degree, when you are comparing two things, you generally use than after the comparative degree. And for superlative, it is necessary to put the, the or the, however it has to be pronounced in front of before that word. Okay, one more thing. In articles, the is pronounced both ways, the and the. Okay, now the, you pronounce the before a noun starting with a sound of a vowel, that is A, E, I, O, U. Okay, then you pronounce that the apple. Okay, whereas the sun, when the word starts with the sound of a consonant, the before that is pronounced as the. Whereas if the word starts with the sound of a vowel, you pronounce the as the. Remember that. Now what is the difference between little and few? Little is used for quantity. A little oil, a little milk. That is something that is uncountable. You can count liter of milk, liters, but not milk. Okay. Oil can be counted in liters, or teaspoon of oil or tablespoon of oil. You are counting the tablespoon, not oil in that. Remember. So oil, milk, all the pulses, rice, flour, these are all uncountable items. Few is used for numbers. A few bricks, a few players, that is countable. You can count these. Few is basically very less in number, and little is less in quantity. Older is used for people, buildings and things, whereas elder is used only for the immediate family. For example, some of my friends are older than my brother. But when you talk about our family, we say, or I'm going to say, my grandfather is the eldest member of the family, or my father has an elder brother, not older brother, elder brother. Now, new and young. New for old things, old buildings, and young for age, old people. Elder also has the antonym young, younger and elder. So new and young are antonyms of old. Much and many. Same goes here. Much is used for quantity, that is uncountable things. Much oil, much milk. And many is used for numbers. Many bricks, many players. Again countable and uncountable. Now much is in big quantity and many in big number. There are 7 Latin adjectives of comparative degree that are always followed by to. He is senior to me. I am junior to him. This rice is superior to the one kept in that jar. That means the quality is better off. Inferior to, prior to, anterior to. and posterior 2. So all these 7 Latin adjectives, they are followed by 2, to 2 after that. Now what is your assignment? Assignment is make sentences using the following adjective. Old and eldest. Okay, 2 words, old and 1 eldest. Far, farthest. Many, few, some and less. So in total 8 sentences. That's quite an easy assignment. And you know where to put up your assignment, and I want your assignments now. So until then, bye bye and thank you, and take care of yourself and everyone else at home. Bye bye.